Hi everybody, in this video I'm going to talk to you about anxiety and any sort of symptoms that's related to your heart, as I think this is one of the scariest symptoms of anxiety and panic attacks if you're having panic attacks. This covers having a really fast heartbeat or finding that your heart is beating slower than you think it should be, palpitations, those jumped or missed beats that you can get, and feeling that your pulse is just pounding out through your skin. I want to start by reassuring you, if you've been given the all clear by your doctor and you've been told this is anxiety, I know it's extremely scary. I've had panic attacks myself and find this very frightening, but it is anxiety. Everything that you're feeling is anxiety, and there's things that you can do to control it. Think of your brain as operating on a better safe than sorry principle. It will prepare you for danger just in case you might need it. It won't wait to actually see if anything bad is going to happen to you or not. So it's trying to protect you from something. Your brain is doing the best it can at the moment, and it is giving you a stress response. This is your survival instinct kicking in, regardless of whether you need it or not. Your heart is really strong. It's more than able to take what it's experiencing at the moment. Think of it this way. If you had been out running for the past 20 minutes, your heart would be pounding, but it wouldn't cause you a thought because you would know exactly what's happening. And as soon as you stop running, you'll begin to relax. The thing that's causing you the problem at the moment is you don't know why it's happening. So let me tell you, it's happening because you're getting a stress response. Your brain is preparing you for fight or flight. You will have heard of fight or flight before. You will have heard me talk about it. But there's part of this response that a lot of people are not aware of. There is fight, flight, and freeze. And we need to make sure you don't freeze when you're getting palpitations, as it's not very helpful. And let me explain to you why. Many of us freeze when we are afraid, sort of like a rabbit caught in the headlights. Recent research has shown us that this seems to be the way we're wired, that in certain situations we freeze. But this is a passive coping skill, and it's not going to be useful to you either in the short term or the long term. If you freeze while you're experiencing heart palpitations, it gives you time to focus, it gives you time to think about the palpitations, to worry, to analyse, and it creates more fear. Freezing leads to a whole host of behaviours that actually will make it worse for you. You are experiencing a primitive response from a primitive part of your brain, but the smart part, the rational thinking brain, can now take over and start to worry. You could be on Google researching your symptoms, looking for reassurance. You can be checking your pulse. All of these things, well, it will only increase the fear. To help yourself calm down and to calm down the response that you're feeling in your heart, start with distraction techniques. Now, many people will say you have to focus on your breathing, to do mindfulness, to do meditation, breathing exercise. And yes, this is something that you will be doing, but you'll know without me telling you, if you're on the verge of panicking, or if you're actually having a panic attack and your heart is pounding out of your chest, it's extremely difficult just to focus on your breathing or meditation at this stage. So I would move directly to distraction techniques. You've probably already seen that I have included lots of resources on this course for distraction techniques, and just download them. Those videos are downloadable so that you have them when you actually need them, so you can go and check those out later. But before you do that, I just want to explain to you why you're going to use distraction techniques at this stage. If you don't do anything, you will continue freezing. You will continue with this passive response. That leaves you free to focus on the symptoms, the sensations. It creates more fear. And for many people, it's a downward spiral then. You can be so focused and afraid of the sensations in your heart that you actively start to avoid things that you think may result in heart palpitations. You need to distract. Distraction, it's active. You're actively doing something. What you are doing, you're interrupting this flow of information in your brain. You're interrupting this passive response and forcing your brain to focus on something different, something that is actually going to help you. So when you have a free moment, go ahead, look at some of the distraction videos and download ones that you would like to use.